Hey guys, all right, we got a little bit of a different demo for you today. I've got my Cert Badger 212 with Warehouse Guitar Speaker Veteran 30s set up in it, which is a great sounding cab, by the way. I've got this Bad Cat, which is a USA Player Series, the Cub 15R. The other day we did a demo of the Hot Cat 30. We're going to put a link to that in the description for you too. This is also Player Series, just like the Hot Cat was that I did the demo of the other night. So it's got the PCB board. Very, very rugged, heavy duty. Now this is a single channel amp, but the difference with the other two channel amp is that this one has an EF86 preamp tube as well as 12AX7 preamp. So you've got two different sounds, and you can also, it comes with an included foot switch that you can use to toggle between the two different types. So to me, the 12AX7 is a little bit cleaner, has a little less mid-range to my ear. When you flip the to the EF86, it's got a little bit more girth to it, a little more mid-frequency, and a little bit more gain. So basic controls are, you've got a fat switch, which not only boosts the volume and the overall tone, but it also, to me, it adds a little grit to it too. You've got the K Master, which makes it sound great on any volume level. It's got built-in digital reverb. You've got bass treble, and you've got a cut, which the cut switch, basically as you turn it to the right, you're cutting out like the low frequencies pretty much. So let's give it a spin with a couple different guitars. I've got my Pickard single cut guitar that we call the Zeus model that Jason Pickard and I built over at the shop. We're going to do another separate video on this, but we're going to talk more about the amp right now. But let's give it a little go here. This is kind of edge breakup sound. Neck pickup. Now, just to give you a different idea about how the preamp sounds, let's switch it to the 12AX7. You'll hear a little bit of a different sound. Switch it back up. It's a dramatic difference. Now let's hear it with the fat switch engaged. You'll hear yet another boost. Fat switch back up. Push a little bit more overdrive out of it. So a lot of flexibility with this amp, the way it's voiced. To me, the Hot Cat 30 that I played the other day, it's if you want more of a high gain amp because you're playing in a hard rock band or heavy blues band, then not that this wouldn't do the job, but that's the perfect amp for that. You got the two channels. And to me, even though it's a Class A, it's got the EL34, it's got a little bit more of like that Marshall crunch type of vibe. To me, the Cub 15R is a little bit more voxy. It's got the EL84 tubes. So it kind of has that chime, which you'll especially hear and appreciate when I switch over to the Telly. So why don't we go ahead and do that? We're going to switch over to a Telly real quick. All right, so here we've got this beautiful Pickard Telly that we also built over at the shop with Jason Pickard. It's got a Paduke top, pine back, bird's eye maple neck. This is a very, very super twangy. We actually call it Texas Pete because it's so twangy. It's got a DiMarzio Twang King in the bridge, and then a custom shop Schecter neck pickup. So you're going to hear it in a second, but it really twangs quite a bit. You'll notice that obviously since we're switching to single coils, I didn't change anything with the EQ from what you just heard. So it's really going to be a little bit more thinner sounding, but still good. But we're gonna we're going to address that in a second. So let's hear what it sounds like on the bridge pickup. So the nice thing about this fat switch is that for, if you're switching guitars, say you're using it without the fat switch on a guitar like mine that has humbuckers, Les Paul or whatever, you can hit the fat switch and that's going to make the telly sound a little bit bigger. It's got more punch and more volume now. So that's one thing to keep in mind that's kind of nice about the way this is set up. So let's hear a little bit on the neck pickup. Now I put the fat switch back down. Fat switch back up. Now let's leave the fat switch on and we'll go down to the 12AX7. See it clean back up again a little bit. Hit the fat switch again, or the EF86 I mean. Now let's hear it with the fat switch down. We'll leave it on the EF86 preamp tube. And let's kick up some gain. Let's hit the fat switch. So overall, as you can tell, between the video that we had the other night and this one, the Bad Cats are just a phenomenal amp. This is our, we've had 3 different ones. We've had this one, the Hot Cat 30, and then we've had one of the hand-wired. And don't for a second get put off. Some people are like, oh, well, it's got a PCB, so it's not as good. That's just not the case. PCB versus hand-wired. It's always nostalgic to say, hey, I've got a hand-wired Vox AC30 or whatever, but these amps are great and they're super reliable, and Bad Cat's just been a great company to us, as far as being a dealer. So come on into the shop. We're the only ones in North Carolina that have them in stock, and we're the only dealers. So come on down and check it out.